So there was this kid, right? The happiest baby you could imagine in the entire world. Always giggling, always laughing, always having a good time. This baby was so good, in fact, that actually its parents had a second kid because of how easy it was. This kid actually was named Nathaniel Edward Harris because in case one day he became president, he was going to have the ability to do anything in the world he wanted. He could be an actor, he could be the president of the United States, he could be a Zen guru on a mountaintop, whatever, didn't matter. Could be anything he wanted. Sure, bad things happen to everyone in life. Dramatic events happen, you can't have that. There was a fire, the house burned down to the ground, parents got divorced, but it was all okay because the loving, connecting family was able to be resilient and come through all of these different occasions. This kid all the time still being told that he's loved, that he's able to do anything that he wants to set his mind to, and genuinely believing it too. Always searching to connect to the next thing to figure out who the hell he's going to be in life. It wasn't until probably the end of elementary school when this weird thing started happening. Disconnection. It was the last day of elementary school. One of his childhood best friends told him, "I'm not going to be friends with you anymore because I'm going to go choose all these other people. You're not cool enough." This is bringing in the sense of isolation to there. But still, through all of this, still believing he could be anything he wanted to be. Going out and changing the world, figuring everything out, and becoming a true change maker. Still looking for those things to connect to, though. Still always looking to what to connect to. Eventually, this takes the place of first marijuana, alcohol, cigarettes, nothing too crazy, but always willing to try and find more, trying to establish a connection with the universe, trying to figure out what those big questions are and what those answers are. Eventually, this turned into he found his favorite manna, this thing that sustained him through all of the craziness and everything like that. It took the form of methamphetamine. He was able to find all the answers he wanted to. He felt accepted. He found okay with himself. He was okay with who he was when he was on this manna. Able to do anything he wanted. Able to stay up for nights on end, researching crazy religious things, researching crazy ways how to change the world, and now having all the answers right then and there. Eventually, though, this manna turned into poison. Started losing everything. Everything became more artificial, losing all the connections, losing all the contacts. Family wanting nothing to do with him, friends wanting nothing to do with him because he couldn't understand why no one could accept him when he was having this manna. This thing sustained him, giving him the answers, making him feel connected. It wasn't until he was at his friend's place, this is the last time he ever self-harmed, cut down with a laser blade right down here, looking himself in the mirror, and it was then I realized that I was worth something. I didn't know what that something was, though. It wasn't until May 27th, 2014, when I did my last line on Taco Bell outside in Gilbert, I realized that this can't go on. That I have no money into me, I'm in pajama bottoms, I have no one wants anything to do with me, I just got kicked out of a sober living house. No one wants anything to do with me. It was at that moment where I decided to go on the longest walk of my life. At first I thought I was just walking back to my mom's house to ask for help. Little did I know that that walk would turn into my road to recovery. It's the hardest road I've ever done in my life too. I still love methamphetamine. I still love getting fucked up. But when I do drugs, when I shut down that prefrontal lobe cortex or whatever the words those are, I'm not me. I have this artificial manna connecting to me. So how do I figure out what that artificial thing did for me? How do I get that for myself? Because that's what I'm really addicted to. I'm addicted to connectivity. I crave it. Simply by just taking one step forward at a time. I don't know what the fuck it looks like. I don't know what the hell it is. But I decided when the last time I self-harmed that I was worth something. One day at a time, period. One step at a time. I want to figure out how much I can go into loving myself. That connectivity that I crave, I can see that anywhere I go now. I don't have to be this weird fucked up monster. Now I get to enjoy this weird fucked up weirdo because I'm fucking weird and I fucking love myself for that. I get to deal with my crazy intrusive thoughts. I get to deal with struggling with school. I get to deal with these gifts and opportunities. I get to do all these things because I have a life now. I'm addicted to that connectivity. That's all I want in life, is to feel connected, to feel accepted, and I want it no one more than for myself. Because I struggle with that every day, getting out of bed, figuring out what today is going to be like, and I know it's going to be okay. I have a lot of gifts now. It's been a lot of hard work, and it's still the hardest thing I'm doing on a daily basis. It's a daily fight. But I still can be anything. I can still be the goddamn president. I can still be that weirdo in the back of class making fun at whatever the fuck I want. I can be that weird dude cursing in front of you. I get to curse in front of 203 people or whatever the fuck it is tonight. That's amazing. 2 years ago, I got the opportunity to go live in a monastery in Taiwan. This year, I get to go back just for fun. This is what recovery has meant to me. Thank you.